Good evening, friends at Salem Lutheran. A little darker here in my downstairs room here. Good to talk to you here as we continue on the Easter week. Hope you all had a good Easter. Spent Saturday before the big snow delivering Easter eggs and jelly beans and all that kind of good stuff to my grandkids, and went up to Andover and to New Brighton, and perhaps you'd like a jelly bean. You can just take one right there. I'll eat it for you. So we're still continuing with the work of the church. Council is meeting next week. We met as the executive committee. We've been looking at our finances, and thank you so much, all of you who have been so generous during this pandemic. You've been sending in your checks through the mail, dropping them off the church through the door. A lot of you are on Simply Giving. Whatever, thank you for your generosity. We are afloat because of you, and appreciate it very much. And we're continuing with our collecting change. We're supporting Loaves and Fishes, one of the organizations that's in terrible need right now. We know that Loaves and Fishes, Second Harvest, Neighbors, a lot of those organizations who are feeding the hungry, the unemployed right now are in great need for your help. And so keep collecting the change, and we will continue to collect that and give that to Loaves and Fishes at this point in time. This Thursday we record for our Sunday service, but I'm also going to be providing a weekly midweek prayer service. It will be online, maybe short, 10 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. Some of you know I tend to ramble on when I get a hold of the mic in anyway. So, but we're going to offer that to you every week in the midweek, just kind of a chance to give a message, but address the spiritual concerns of the congregation as we continue on this very isolating journey. But as we continue our Sundays, we're going to hear about the resurrection stories of Jesus. This week we'll be hearing about the disciples in the upper room who hid behind locked doors. We'll, of course, have the road to Emmaus, and then some of the other very comforting words of Jesus when he talks about preparing a place for us as well. So those resurrection stories are coming up. Right now we're having a little difficulty figuring out what's going to happen this summer, and with events like Vacation Bible School, it's just too difficult to plan at this point in time. When things do get operating back to somewhat normal, we'll be in touch with you right away to tell you what's going on, and hopefully we can turn those things on quickly. But from the fact of the matter is we just don't know when they're going to be turned on at this point. Michelle has been good enough in our office to be working Tuesdays through Fridays to be able to edit and to make sure that our worship services are online and ready to go on Sunday morning. So much appreciate her and all those who have helped with the worship service at this time. So this is my short message for today. I just want to leave you with the words wisdom from Abba Pullman. In Egypt, Ethiopia, back in the first century of Christianity, there were a lot of what we call desert fathers, and they kind of isolated themselves off into the area, and people would come to them looking for words of wisdom. And Abba Pullman, in this case, Abba Pullman said, "The nature of water is yielding, and that of a stone is hard. Yet, if you hang a bottle filled with water above the stone so that the water drips drop by drop, it will wear a hole in the stone. In the same way, the Word of God is tender, and our heart is hard. So when people hear the Word of God frequently, their hearts are open to the fear of God." I leave you with those words. Hope that you're keeping up with your devotions, and look forward to connecting with you again this week. Take care. Have a blessed first week of Easter, and stay safe, my friends.